For those of you just starting out on your Pilates journey, you might be in a class where your instructor cues pelvic floor. And you might be thinking to yourself, what the heck is this pelvic floor stuff? So pelvic floor are all those muscles that keep every solid, liquid, and gas inside of us. They are a sling of muscles that go from the tailbone to the front of the pubic bone and from the right to the left side of the sit bone. So they're kind of like a sling, a muscular sling. And the reason that we cue it is because they are actually the floor of the core. We commonly know, oh, the abdominals, those transverse abs, the back muscles, but those pelvic floor muscles really do help to stabilize the pelvis from below. So by working them, we increase circulation, we increase the flexibility of those muscles. They help to relieve some of the pressure off of the pelvic floor to lift the abdominal organs upward. So women who've had children know them as Kegels. For men who are going through some prostate issues, it helps. Anyone really, as we age, the muscles get soft and slack, and so for issues of incontinence, sexual dysfunction, this is really good work to do. And the best thing about them is that you can do them anywhere. You can do them driving, you can do them seated at your desk, standing in line at the grocery store. But since they are such internal muscles and these are subtle moves, it's hard to know really how you're doing. So this is just to help you kind of gauge what these are and how to incorporate them into your Pilates work. So I'm going to start on my back. I like to use a squishy ball. And you're going to have your knees bent. Take your squishy ball, put it between your inner thighs. And the reason we do this because the pelvic floor muscles are neurologically connected to the transverse abs and the inner thighs. So a little squeeze on that ball helps to fire, I call it the triad of muscles. So we want to start to cue and connect the breath with the muscle recruitment. So as you inhale through your nose and take that deep breath, and exhale through the mouth, you draw the rib cage in and down, the navel back to the spine. Think you're wearing a pair of jeans that you just pulled out of the dryer, so tighten 360 around that waistband, and tighten those pelvic floor muscles. Those are the muscles that you use to stop the flow of urine. And give a tiny squeeze to that ball, and then inhale, release. Exhale to draw those ribs down and in. Draw the navel back to the spine. Tighten that cummerbund 360 degrees. Squeeze the ball and draw those pelvic floor muscles up. So another thing I tell people when they're doing this, certain visualizations help. We call this one the pelvic floor elevator. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being you gotta go really bad and you're holding it as hard as you can, and 1 being completely relaxed, you want to be about a 3 or a 4. And just as important as contracting the muscles and drawing them up is to release the muscles on that inhale. Another thing to watch out for is glute squeezing. So a lot of people will squeeze into the glutes to do this. I want you to let go of the glutes. So let the pelvic floor muscles do the work and not the glutes. So inhale again, and if it helps, put your hand on your glutes, put them there. Exhale to draw the ribs in and down, draw the navel to the spine, squeeze the ball, engage those muscles, and then release, inhale. And one more time, exhale. And release. So aim to try to hold for 3 to 5 seconds and release completely, and do it 8 to 10 times to start. And the best thing about this is that you can do this training anywhere, in your office, at your steering wheel, in front of your computer. Play with it. Let me know what you think.